Hello, welcome to another English video. In this video, you will learn about regular and irregular verbs and how we use them in English in the past. So when we use the past simple with regular verbs, we normally add ed on the end. Let's look at some examples. Walk, in the past simple, because it's a regular verb, we add ed and it becomes walked. Now, when we conjugate these verbs, they're the same for all the pronouns. He walked to school yesterday. Let's look at another example of a regular verb that we add ed on the end of it. Okay, so we have the verb clean. If we add ed, it becomes past simple, and it's a regular verb, cleaned. They cleaned the house last week. So other regular verbs that you might know would be lived, studied. When we have a verb with a y, if it has a consonant before the y, in order to make it the past simple, we take out the y and we add the ied. That's a spelling rule for regular past simple verbs. Another verb that we have is painted. We add ed on the end of these verbs, and they're regular to make them the past simple. Let's look at some irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are a bit more tricky because there is no real rules as to how to conjugate irregular verbs. So you have to look at an irregular verb chart and memorize the verbs. But we can talk about some of the most common irregular verbs. For example, make is a very irregular verb. It ends in a K. And to make it past simple, we turn it into made. The example would be, last week, we made a cake. Let's look at another irregular verb. One that's very common is the to be verb. So you can say, last year, I was in Paris. The to be verb changes for the different pronouns. In the present, it is am, is, and are. And in the past, the to be verb becomes I was, he was, she was, we were, and they were. So don't forget to conjugate the verb that goes with the subject of the sentence and the pronoun. Let's look at some more examples of some irregular verbs. For example, we have buy. The irregular verb would be bought in the past simple. Then we have find. In the past simple, this irregular verb will turn into found. Let's look at some more examples. We have the verb know. This irregular verb in the past will turn into knew. And we have the verb go. This irregular verb in the past simple is is gone or went. Gone is the past participle and went is the past simple. So I hope this video has helped you to understand how we use the past simple for regular and irregular verbs. And good luck with your English.